come up here. The big sell-off on Tesla today, actually Tesla and Nvidia, kind of a there we go. Okay. Hopefully I'm back now. Let's see. I just want to make sure that my mic is doing okay. Yeah, there we go. It seems like it is. It's funny, you know. I'm still having issues with this, but well, hopefully I'll get it solved here pretty soon. Sometimes it just kind of goes that way. So, without further ado, let's get into some of the slides. Here we go. Come on. All right. Well, maybe not. Let's see if we can. There we go. Okay. So basically, what happened was, you know, Tesla basically, and this is really strange. Tesla announced is going to have a record quarter next quarter for deliveries, but it seems like there's been some profit taking and some selling off. I want to show you a slide based on kind of where I am putting my stop losses here, and that basically is right here. Let's see if I can. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, so it makes it there. There we go. All right. So here we are with that. Here's kind of how I'm looking at it. Basically, I believe that the support for Tesla should come in about 237.40. That's what I'm guessing, basically, based on what I'm looking at, and that is approximately where the 21-day line is. Also, there's the higher high, which is 237.40, which is way back in the. Oh, there we go. Well, thank you for liking my video. I appreciate it very much. But anyway, so this basically shows you where I'm putting my my stop loss. Kind of here's the condition of the market as overall, and basically what's going on is both the Nasdaq, the Dow, and the S&P were all down pretty significantly today. It does, you know, we've been going up 8 weeks in a row, so you know that might have something to do with it. You know, can't always have everything going the way you like it all the time. Here's a chart of the Nasdaq composite. We're almost down here to the 21-day moving average. I think we're going to get some support there. I hope so. And that's kind of what I'm seeing. Also, if we look at Nvidia, NVDA, of course, that also pulled back strongly today. They make their chance to buy. I've sold out of Nvidia, but you can see by my notes here on the 8th, I bought at 3,820. Then I didn't mark it here. I did sell out because I did have a stop loss on it. It's coming down probably to about 21 days. This may give us another opportunity. I'm going to try to buy some more at about 380. We will see if indeed that works. You will see if that works. But that's kind of where I'm looking to go. Let's take a look at the live chart on Tesla just real quick. There we go. And there we go, Tesla. As you can see, it's pulled lower here. This is where I have my stop right here, and as we indicated before. So you better get the mark up here for that chart. Yeah, this will give you an idea of the markup. This is kind of a different chart, but kind of get an idea at about that 237.40. That's kind of where I'm going to be. I'm going to be putting my stop loss on that. I did actually buy a little bit of Tesla shares on the way down today at about 246. So as it was pulling back, I did increase my position a little bit more. But I do think we're going to get some support probably about 237. But it's very, very important that don't let it go more than 7% down. So wherever what your average cost is, that's the key. Where your average cost is, that's where you want to take that. You want to take the amount that you have at your average cost, and then possibly put a stop loss 7% below that. It's easy to calculate that if you are looking at your shares. It's the average cost times 0.93, and that'll give you the stop loss, or the stop loss should go for that. All right, kind of what I've got. I did sell off something. I did get out of IoT today. As you can see, large amount of selling on Tesla. It was down percent, and price was down 15%. Significant amount of selling on Tesla today. I didn't actually buy some. I bought them again. I put this about 250. That's kind of where I'm at. But I have a fairly low average cost on Tesla. That was down today as well. I did sell one of the positions in Volunteer, but I still have Volunteer in another portfolio. As mentioned before, I did sell my IoT, and that is Samsung. I did sell a little bit lost there. Also in Adobe and on Amazon and on. Now, the one stock I did buy today was on holding, and that's Snicker Maker from Switzerland. Is looking very good. Should live chart on that here. So this on holding. It's come out of it's come out of this formation. And here I'm drawing the reverse line. This is above that reverse line, and with a low about 25.51 and high 36 consolidation, but it does affect down in an upper trend. Of course, that's all good to buy something. So we had a relative line. This is on holding. So, very good. All right. So let's take some questions. Thank you for holding up. So I should technical issues. All right, you're back. Thank you. Yeah, I know what's going on. Sometimes I look to my feet. I try to cut down so that I get everything. But hopefully this is the much. All right, so okay. So that's very significant. So definitely see if that works now. See if I've got sound. All right, there we go. I think we're back down. Sorry about that. Again, this is Snowflake pulled back down to the 21-day line. Yeah, I don't know. Kind of this looks like it may be forming a little bit of a handle. We do have, of course, the golden cross on it. So I think you're okay here. I would be careful though. I would put a stop loss right at about the 50-day line, depending on where you got in here. But that's kind of where I would be at. 164 would be kind of where I would be looking to put that to put that in there. So that's kind of my take on it. All right, let's look at Monday.com MNDY, and there we go. Okay, and with Monday.com, definitely again lost support at the 21-day line. That's a good question. If this looks like it's forming in a handle though, so I probably wouldn't get out of it. You know, we've got a cup and then it is forming a handle. It may pull as low as the 50-day line, but I wouldn't sell this one right yet, even though we do have a retreating RS line. I think that we're going to get some support here. So that's kind of my take with Monday.com. Let's jump on over to somebody on TikTok here. Let's see what we got here for TikTok. And let's see. Okay. Let's see if I can. I still don't have a stream key for TikTok. But here we go. Okay, Meta. Let's take a look at Meta. Meta's doing very, very well, by the way. So that's been a very, very good chart. And let's take a look at see if it's going to give us any opportunities. META. I'm currently not in Meta myself, but it has been one of the best performing of all of the stocks that are out there right now. So kind of moving up the 10-day line. It's basically holding to the 10-day line, so that's good. We've got it's up after hours, and it does look pretty strong. Above 250, relative strength 97. Did have a little bit of weakness there. Just want to look at it on the weekly chart to see kind of if you know it's basically coming back to where it was. As you can see, this is on the weekly chart. If we look at 340, that looks like some resistance there, but we've got a long way to go. So it's just looking pretty strong, actually. Let's see. Just want to look at the at the earnings. Sales were up. That's pretty good as well. And yeah, profits are up. So yeah, I mean, again, this one definitely is holding very nicely, and it's a good stock. All right. Well, thank you for bearing with me there. There we go. Okay. All right. So hopefully we can hear me now. Sorry about that. Just always a problem. Keep breaking up. Yeah, I'm having a little bit of an issue with the feed. With my internet connection. I don't think it's fast enough. But hey. There we can hear you again. Good. Sorry about that. All right, let's look at NVT for Matt. Thank you very much, Matt. MVT. Interesting. I don't know this company. I'm not familiar with this company, but let's put the chart here. Yeah, here we go. Invent Electric, and it is. It's moving right out of the. It's doing well. It's moving right up right out of the buy zone. So it's definitely. It definitely had sort of a breakout. 93 relative strength. That's really good. Boy, look at this. A lot of people coming in. This. Wonder why this is the case. Let's. I'm going to jump on over to the fundamentals to do a little fundamental analysis to see kind of what's going on in terms of, well, the profits came in, the sales were up, profits were really up. That's really nice. The let's look at the they indicate that they're going to, their sales are going to be off about 3% this year, but they're really doing well. I mean, PE is very much in line, 21. That's good. Definitely good cash flow. Lots of funds in it. Boy, this is a winner to me. I think you've got a winner here, Dan. I think this is definitely something that definitely worth looking at and definitely worth buying. Now, could you buy it here? Well, we're maybe slightly extended. Let's go back to the daily chart to see kind of what the deal is there. Could we buy it? Yeah, well, we're only 6% above the 21-day line. So if you did want to start a position here, this would probably be, we'd probably wait. I think you need to wait until it comes back in a little bit more. I expect it probably will pull back a little bit and then move up, but you could definitely start a position here. We're a little bit extended. Probably want to buy it a little bit more closely to the pivot. Obviously, the best place to have bought it would have been on this reversal. I'm drawing this reversal line here as it moved, as it started to make its move in the base. It came from here and then pulled back and then came up. But looking pretty good. You could buy it, but it probably will be a little bit extended. So probably don't want to be extended, and that would might not work as well with that. All right, let's look at some. Okay, let's look at. We can look at Tesla again. We've already looked at what once so far. Let's see. RZOZ. This is interesting. I don't know this stock. RZOZ. Let's take a look at this one. RZOZ. I think that's right. Did I get that right? Let's see. No, ZROZ. Okay, sounds like a small cap stock. ZROZ. And there we go. PIMCO. Okay, so it's the 25-year. I don't know about this. This is the 25-year bond fund. Well, it's coming down. I mean, it definitely got some support at 86. If we draw a trend line, yeah, I think you could start building a position in this. We're right at the 50-day moving average. So indeed, that's pretty good. Let's look at the weekly chart to see if we get a little better view on it. As you can see, it's been in a downward trend. Definitely don't like that. But it looks like it's getting some support here at the bottom of the consolidation. Let's see. Okay. The bottom of the consolidation, okay, it's about 86. And we're coming up. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, 32. I probably wouldn't be a buyer of this just because the chart doesn't really look all that good, unfortunately. It just doesn't stack up, unfortunately. All right, let's take a look at the one that for Sarah, and this is JFrog. This is one that I should have bought, and if you bought this, Sarah, congratulate yourself because this one is quite good. This is a software that I get a lot of feedback on this one, how everybody really likes this company. So this is the chart on it. This is the daily chart on it. It's cup with handle. It pulled back very nicely. I think it's a little bit down today, but looking pretty good. I want to see how far off the 21-day line it is. Yeah, it's perfectly viable right here. Wow, this one's looking very good. This one, it also has the golden cross on it, so that's looking good. This is a very good chart. So I think that Sarah, if you bought this one, I think you did very well because. Matter of fact, I should probably consider buying this because this is a very good chart. Cup with handle, nice base. The former buy point in at 2662, and the buy point currently is right up here. All right, let's see exactly where that is. Yeah. Okay, the buy point 2779, and we're currently pretty close to that. So. This is looking very good. It's 2639. So I definitely think this is viable here. Wow, this is a good one. So I would, yeah, thank you for bringing this to my attention. This is really good. So I would say Frog is viable. So I think you can buy this here. I really do, and this one might be a good bet. Yeah, this is looking very good. I'm gonna look at the weekly chart just to kind of look at some of the fundamentals. Yeah, it's starting to get. It was way up here back in 2020, came all the way down, got some support. Looks like it's making a new high. This is really good. I mean, it was all the way almost at 100. Before, so this is looking very good. Definitely like this chart. Let's get some of the. Let's take a look at the at some of the fundamentals on it real quick. Yeah, sales are up 25%. That's great. Profits are up. Wow, 560%. This is a winner. They're anticipating a very strong year with profits up 417. So I'm going to put this on my buy list. Wow, frog. I'm going to put that on the buy list. Thank you very much for this, Lisa. This is very good. If you're in this stock, I'm sorry, Sarah. Thank you very much for this, Sarah. If you're in this stock, you pat yourself on the back. This is a very good buy. Oh, and also SMCI. SMCI, of course, is Super Micro. And the reason Super Micro is such a good stock is because they are the ones that build the cards that go into the data centers for all of the new computing power. So they've seen a really, really big increase in their sales. All right, this came down. It looks like it's getting some support at the 21-day line, and it's got relative strength of 99. So this possibly could be a buy point here, depending on how tomorrow is. But this one also is buyable. SMCI, and it's buyable right about here, because I definitely think we're going to get some support. Looks like we're still in a downward trend, but I think we're going to get some support, and possibly we could buy it at the 10-day line. Okay, we're a little bit extended. No, we're right. Okay, so we could buy at the 21-day line. We're just right on it. So yeah, might be a good one. Good buy. SMCI, Super Micro, pretty volatile. All right. Well, thank you very much, everybody. Let's see, Dan. How do you think the student loan repayments beginning again will affect markets? I don't think they'll affect them all that much, because most of the people that have student loans don't have large portfolios. But one thing I do think is going to happen is it may, I think it will take some money out of the consumer. I think the consumers are going to be harder hit. I don't know. I think it was Costco that Costco indicated a difficulty. So I'm going to look at Costco, because Costco has said that the next few quarters they're already warning on their profits, but they have a good chart. So this is the one that could be affected, Costco, but it's still kind of in a consolidation there. But they did warn. Costco warned about potential issues related to the student loan, related to the general economy, and I think the student loan will have a lot to do with that. But the other really big issue is the end of the moratorium for the end of the moratorium for house for mortgage repayments. That's going to be a big issue, and I think it's going to cause a lot of weakness in the banks. So I would be really, really careful here. Let's take a look at the KRE just really quickly. The KRE is the regional bank ETF, and let's pull that up. And as you can see, the KRE is just not looking good. About a month ago, I tried to short the KRE, and I was restricted from doing it. It's kind of interesting. So, the KRE just isn't looking really, really good. This is the regional banks. This is the one I think is going to get hit really, really hard. We've got a relative strength of 12 on this ETF. So this just really isn't looking good. So I would stay out of the banks. I would really stay out of the banks, because the banks are going to be hurt by this, I think. So that's really that's interesting. Can't okay, thank you. Can't post. Okay, to some destinations. Ouch. All right, great. So we can thank you. You can hear me good. All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much. Sorry for all the technical difficulties. We're kind of rehash some things here while I've got everything working. And that is, just want to show you the bulls and the bears. This is kind of the overall sentiment in the market, and as you can see, the bears are the bulls are taking charge here. This is a weekly thing. The bears are moving lower, so overall, this overall sentiment is definitely positive, but there's some areas of serious weakness, and that one of them, of course, is in the banks. So I wouldn't be doing anything with any of the banks right now. Just very, very difficult when it comes to that. So I wouldn't be looking at any of the banks at all for. But we thanks to Sarah, she brought up JFrog, which I think is strong. I also think that SMCI, that is the super micro, that is also very strong. The larger techs, not so much, but yeah, I mean, that's kind of the long and the short of it. All right, let's see if we can get any more questions from TikTok. All right, so we talked a little bit about Tesla. We talked a little bit about the bond fund. Meta. Okay, the Meta chart is ascending. Okay, looking for Miles Taylor is looking at Microsoft. Okay, let's look at Microsoft for Miles. Microsoft for Miles, like that. MSFT. That is. There we go. There's Microsoft. This is the weekly chart for Microsoft, and I'm going to jump on over to the daily. Yeah, dip came and tested on the 21-day, so that's interesting. So that's looking pretty healthy. It's a bit extended. The chart here for Microsoft is a bit extended. We did have the golden cross way back there. Let's look at Google. GOG. I'm trading this one, and it did pull back today. I may have to part ways, but it looks like it's creating a handle, and we shall see. I think it may pull down as low as the 50-day line. And how close to we that? Yeah, we're only a percent above that. So I'm probably going to put my line in the sand on Google at the 50-day line. I think that this would be if it does pull back to here and reverses on Google, this would be a great place to buy it. But it has been pulling back, so that would be a place. Let's see. This is my alert. I think it definitely pulled the alert, so I may have to do something here on it. All right. Well, thank you very much, everybody. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Yeah, I don't know why it was that way today, but it definitely was. And I will be back tomorrow at 5, and I hope everyone is having a good week. We may get another pullback tomorrow. We did have 8 weeks in a row with the market, so that is a little bit unusual. And yeah. And so until then, if you could, I'd really appreciate it if you could smash the like button. That really helps us. So smash that like button. And I'll be back tomorrow at 5, hopefully with some better news, with the market ascending and not moving the wrong direction. And until then, happy trading.